perfect season had been spoiled by guess who? By Northeastern. 1-0 exactly a month earlier. UConn scored after 2 minutes. Northeastern countered at the 14-minute mark with a goal by Liam Dixon. The rest of the 56 minutes of regular play was won by the miserable weather. For sudden death overtime, the squads were reduced from 11 to 7. Exhaustion and misery showed on all 14 faces. The minutes of play slowly ticked by as the temperature dropped and the rain increased. At the 10-minute mark, Maury Creatini took a pass from Dixon at the 25-yard line. Dodged right to avoid a UConn defender. Dodged right again to avoid another, and let it fly. It hit the left post. Bang, bang. The game over. Creatini had scored what is known in field hockey speak as a golden goal. Creatini was no stranger to heroics. Just a week earlier, she had scored a game-winning goal against BU for NU's 4th consecutive America East title. And for the record, it was Creatini who defeated UConn 1-0 in the earlier game. She had been performing magic on the turf for many, many years. First at Newton North High School, where our ever-vigilant coach Cheryl Murtaugh spied her. In field hockey, she was a 3-time all-conference selection and conference MVP twice. Her 4 years at Northeastern were as productive as any 4 years in the successful history of Husky field hockey. Her teams amassed a record of 62 wins to 22 losses. They won 4 straight America East crowns. They appeared in 4 NCAA championships. She personally loaded the trophy case. She was All-America East 3 times, was voted Offensive Player of the Year as a junior, was elected Regional All-America 3 times, was one of only 2 Northeastern players to be first-string All-America twice. As a junior, her 29 goals and 14 assists set NU season records and led the nation that year. Career-wise, her 67 goals and 160 points, 62 points, are still Husky records. And as important, she's shown in the classroom also. Dean's List always, Academic All-America twice. And as a senior, she received the prestigious Rollins Award for our Outstanding Scholar Athlete. President O'Shaughnessy, may I present for induction into the Northeastern University Varsity Club Hall of Fame, Maury Creatini.
I'm so grateful to be here tonight. The story of how I ended up here at Northeastern is one that every time I tell it, I am reminded how lucky I am. How many people along the way have taken a chance on me. I was born in Buenos Aires, Argentina, and at the age of 11, I moved to Newton, Massachusetts with my family. You may not realize this, but field hockey is quite popular in Argentina. So popular, in fact, that the women's national team games are broadcasted and watched during primetime TV. When I moved to the U.S., I was surprised to find out that no one even knew what the sport was. I mean, Newton is a soccer town. Everyone plays soccer. So when in Rome, I joined the Soccer City League too, and that was that. My friends and family would probably vouch for me when I say that I'm a little competitive. Knowing that I probably would not make the soccer team at the Newton North High School, I joined the field hockey team instead. Best decision ever. So as time goes on, I am now a junior in high school. I have no idea what to do with my life. I get a random phone call from this guy, Dave Foley. He tells me that he is the director of Cape Ann Coalition Club Team and asks me if I'm interested in playing with them at the festival, this big yearly field hockey tournament. The first thing that runs through my mind is, How in the world did this man get my contact information, and how does he know who I am? Apparently, my goalkeeper teammate, who was a senior at the time, was considering playing field hockey in college. She was looking around for some club teams to get some exposure, and her dad came across Cape Ann. Unfortunately, at that time, the teams were already formed and set. However, there was this girl in the under-16 team that got a really bad concussion and was out for a while. Her dad recommended me to Dave Foley about filling that spot. Dave Foley took a chance on me. Believe it or not, that is how I came to the radar of Coach Cheryl Murtagh. Let me just say that I was clueless when it came down to the recruiting process. No one ever told me to send out letters, videos to coaches. I had no idea about the process. By fall of my senior year, I got a call from Cheryl saying that they were interested in me. They came to watch me a few games and eventually offered me a place at the Northeastern team. Cheryl Murtagh took a chance on me. I'm now a freshman, and I show up for my first day of preseason in August 2001. Seriously, no one really prepares you for what is to come. It takes a special person to endure the mental and physical intensity and commitment to be in Division I team and a student all at the same time. Not gonna lie, I was told it would be tough and hard, but I was fast, and I was voted the MVP in the Bay State League, so how hard can this be, right? Many of you senior athletes out there must know exactly what I'm talking about. You show up here as the star of the high school, only to find out that there's a pool of people that are just as fast, if not faster, more skilled, more experienced than you. For me, the first year here was an adjustment, and it was not easy. Being on the field hockey team changed me forever. It has taught me so much about responsibility, leadership, and just growing up. I had my share of growing pains with this team. One story that has now become a legend is when I showed up to practice late one morning, my freshman year. The rumor is that I did not hear the alarm because it said wake up in a bunch of different languages, and I just didn't understand to actually wake up. Regardless, I was made an example that day and had to run and run and run and run for at least 10 miles around the field for the entire length of practice. After that experience, I learned to be on time. I was never late again. There are many lessons learned during the 4 years with the team, and it would be impossible to describe them all to you tonight. I will touch on one particular saying that was part of our mission statement for one season that really stuck with me, to this day even, and it was, the next one. One day as a team, we watched a clip from the New England Patriots season DVD. In there, Tom Brady spoke about his own experience at Michigan, recalled one moment that made a difference in how he approached his own challenges ahead of him. He described one conversation from the football equipment manager as he noticed how many championship rings he had in his fingers. Tom Brady asked him which one was his favorite. The equipment manager replied, "The next one." After watching that video, it became clear to everyone. In order to be successful, the most important move you will ever make is the next one. When you make a mistake, is how you bounce back and react next. That will make a difference in the outcome. It all has to do with your attitude and how your actions impact your own future. This concept applies for both on and off the field. As I look back, I realize how lucky I am. I really have had a great time playing field hockey at Northeastern. I love being challenged and challenging my teammates every day. I had so much to say thank you for. So many people have taken a chance on me. For all these years, I've been blessed to play with so many great teams and coaches. Through all the wins and losses, if there's one thing I could count on, it's my teammates. Field hockey is a team sport, and no one can do it alone. Thank you for the recognition tonight. I am very, very grateful.
The old Boston Garden was grim and gritty, but it was a house of magic, a sacred place, and it hosted sacred rites, such as the annual Beanpot Tournament. In 1984, the rite was the playing of the 34th Beanpot. The Huskies came into the pot